Yo, welcome back. I'm back. I'm doing something a little different this time. We have a guest, a special guest. Shout out to my brother, Jaylin Jenkins. All the channels, all the socials will be down below. Y'all go check them out. But today, like I said, we're doing something a little bit different. Nice little vibe. Y'all get to see us in action, having a conversation, discussing some things. I introduced him. Can you just introduce yourself? Let the tribe know who you are.
What's good, tribe? My name is Jay. You can call me Jay. I go by the name of I am Jay, but my name is Jaylin Jenkins. That's my YouTube channel name. I'm another self-employed content creator, like my man himself. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for having me here. If y'all want to check out my channel, man, I'm genuine. I would love my content. So if you want to subscribe, you can, man. We on the road to 100 subs. There's no limit.
Already there.
We already there. They just gotta catch up and calibrate
You too.
everything.
Just gotta catch. That's all
They
it
just
is.
gotta catch up, bro.
Yes,
So
indeed.
yeah, man.
Y'all see what it is, man. Very genuine guy. You know what I'm saying? Keeps me going, motivating me all the time. But I just wanted to get on here. We went out for the day, had a little fun, moving around, doing some things. But we're gonna get on here, have a conversation. I have a few questions for him. You know what I'm saying? And some topics that we can go through. So the first one I want to talk about today is what are you looking forward to most this year?
What I'm looking for most this year, I'm not gonna lie. Since I've been away from YouTube and now I'm just starting this new channel so I can record and stay consistent more on certain things that I can't do on the other channel. I'm really looking forward towards.
I forgot to start this. It's okay, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna just start it now. You can keep talking.
Okay.
All right, my bad.
I'm really looking forward towards like a specific thing or just like everything doing.
Mm-hmm.
I say really, the most thing I just want to grow in is just like my content and my YouTube. I also want to develop mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially. Just get better in those fields. And the goals that I have is to hit 10,000 subscribers, TikTok followers, everything. But I don't call y'all subscribers. I call y'all supporters.
Supporters and family members.
Family
Y'all know
members.
what y'all is. What I tell y'all? How many tribe members do we have? Just look down at the number. Those are all tribe members. Y'all are all family members. Y'all are all our people. So you know what I mean. It's amazing that y'all support us. But he want 10K on all platforms. That's one of his goals. Looking forward to creating content this year and just improving as a whole.
We just got done filming content as
We
well.
just got done filming. So what would you say is your biggest obstacle right now? What's something that's like? I mean, obviously we want to improve all the way through, but what's like if you had one thing to focus on right now that you could be better at, what would that be?
Talking.
That's why I got him here. Getting out of that shell.
He's definitely been bringing me out of my comfort zone, man. Like, it's just been growth. It's just been growth. I've been recording, I've been filming that content. Like I said, if y'all want to check me out, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? But y'all will see me from the first video all the way down to December 31st of this year, man. Y'all gonna look at the growth, man. I'm gonna be fluent, just like my man here.
Exponential growth.
How he just talks, and it's just like he a commercial radio. Like you just having a conversation with him. That's how I want to have with y'all, man. A conversation, man. And I just trying to develop my skills of talking.
Yep, and it starts with action, man. When I go back and watch my old videos, cringy as hell. I hated my videos. I was on there, you know what I mean? I was just being me at the time, but, you know, I couldn't talk without saying like. I couldn't talk without saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm on this another video, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I literally said, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, back to back. It was bad. But another reason why I make these videos like this and I don't take out the mistakes and things like that is because, one, it's natural. It shows you more and more every day that I'm human, that I do mess up, and that we are not perfect. But it helps me develop my talking skills. Every day I get better at speaking. I'm speaking to you. I'm not just talking to a camera. So it helps me communicate better. It helps me communicate certain points more efficiently because I like to talk sometimes. I like to ramble a lot. I will sit here and talk all day long, and y'all see how I do it on the videos. But when you go back and watch the way I talk, it's very punctual. There's like different segments you could take from it, and you can write down notes because I have worked on talking more and more every day, and it's just what I do. So now I like to think to myself or think of myself as a good communicator and a good speaker. And you know what I'm saying? There you go. You know what I'm saying?
What was something you would like to improve on right now?
Definitely. Let's see. Let me dig into the cranium a little bit. What is something I would like to improve on? Music. Definitely music. Definitely music. Music. Definitely music. Have a I have a love for guitar and piano. I definitely want to be a better songwriter and things of that nature. So music definitely number one, and we're just gonna say music for simplicity. But yeah, music definitely. Guitar is my main priority because piano is easy. Piano is beautiful, but I'm much better at piano than I am guitar. So I just want to be better at guitar mostly, focusing on music and just improving every day. But music is definitely that focus. 'Cause like we talked about, we want to improve in all these different things, but I think, my biggest obstacle right now is obviously myself, but just me jumping over that threshold of where I want to be, definitely I have to bring up my skills and playing music more freely and more confidently.
That's that repetition. That
You know what I'm saying?
repetition.
Yep. The more I do it, the more. Man, I'm telling you, I was strumming away at a song I was learning last night, and it's just like every day. You heard me. That's what I was beatboxing earlier, but it's just it's getting in my blood now to where.
Compared to when he started the first time, when he first got the guitars and showing me his progress to now, the growth is insane.
Exponential. And it's only the beginning.
It's
what
only
I'm
the
saying?
beginning, man.
I still got to be a rock star. You know what I mean? I am a rock star. We already there. Y'all gonna come along on a journey. It's just gonna be a lot of beautiful things that y'all are going to see, and this is the start of it all. So, what's one new experience, or what's one new thing that you want to experience before this year is over with?
I'm not gonna lie. The number one thing that's on my mind is that plaque. Because I feel like since I've been away from YouTube, it just like everything just been all balanced for me. Since 2018 when I first started on my other channel, it's just like, man. And then I had to step away during COVID because I just had no videos to do. It was just, you know how that was during COVID.
Yep.
And by stepping out my comfort zone, I just feel like that's the number one thing I want to focus on and just grind and get better.
Absolutely. And that's what you should always do, man. You always reflect on self, reflect on these past few years, because I don't know if y'all realize how much our lives have changed in the last four years. We could even go back to 10, but 2019, 2020, let's have a moment of silence for 2020. 2021, 2022, 2023, the ultimate year of learning. I don't know if y'all relate, but I learned a lot in 2023. A lot of things came before me in 2023. And I feel like 2024, which we don't really put times on things, it's a new year every day. But this segment of time, as the calendar says, I feel like it is definitely the time of application. If it's something you want to do it. One of the things I want to experience, that I will experience before this segment of time is over, is I will leave this country. I don't know where exactly. I've got my passports coming in, but I'm leaving this country this year. Is happening. I've always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to do this. I always want to do that. This year is the year where it all starts, and y'all gonna be right there. You know what I mean? So those are one of the things. But I got some more questions here on the phone. Um, let's see. All right, so I got a good one. So this guy right here is a content creator, graphic designer. He does a lot of things, right? He does a lot of work on the camera, behind the scenes. Like I said, he has created content. He has done thumbnails. He has edited videos for people. Always, always having work, always doing things. One of the things that inspired me about him was, and it's crazy because he's inspired me in ways he don't know, and in turn I inspire him in ways that sometimes I don't understand. When I wasn't creating content, I still seen him doing work that had something to do with content, and then he started to upload content again, and it inspired me to do that as well. So I started making videos that weren't really specific to my niche, but they were kind of a placeholder, almost like he is generating income and experience by doing these thumbnails and editing videos for people. I started making sit-down videos on my original channel to fill in the space so that I could possibly make revenue from it, right? So I could get the time to do the skits and the comedy sketches that I wanted to do. And he probably doesn't even know that until now. But it's just crazy how that inspiration, those things turn full circle. But one of the things that always inspired me about this guy here is the consistency. You call him at 3 o'clock in the morning, yo, what's good? Working. Call him at 7 o'clock, he might not be up, but as soon as he get up, work. Because he done stayed up all night. You know what I'm saying? Batman. But very consistent, always maintaining things. So in all of that, what is something that inspired you, or what's something that helped you maintain all those things, whether it was mindset, whether it was a certain goal? Like, what is something that helped you maintain and stay consistent just in everything you do?
First of all, I'm going to come off as authentic and not just giving them what they want to hear. First of all, I have no motivation. It's just the doing. It's all about your mentality and just discipline, straight discipline. Along the way, you just got to keep grinding, keep shining. Drop motivation off at the gas station, bro. He gonna take a bus and he gonna catch up to you, bro.
Yep.
You gonna be in Japan while he's still in Arkansas. You can't rely on motivation. You just gotta do
Tell
it.
you every time.
By me just doing it and locking in and putting in deep work, the growth just comes out of nowhere. Because once you just keep planting them seeds of just doing, the results are endless. Because you can start working, but all that work you just put in previous just still gonna be running to you like, hey, we've been trying to find you.
Don't forget about us.
Don't forget about us. What you like? So I say, just by working with new experiences, like big YouTubers and like content, like TikTokers, just everything in general, streamers, just everything in general. I'll say that by staying consistent, because although you don't have motivation, you can still stay consistent no matter what. And shoot, just somebody come at me with a different type of project they want me to do, it's a little challenge, but like, I'm up for the challenge. I'm not running from it. I love it.
Gotta learn.
You know what I'm saying? And doing thumbnails and banners, that's a hack. That's a cheat code to the Matrix. You know how many connections and doors you can get into?
You never know what opportunity is there for you. Like we always talk about, I love to make videos, I love to have these conversations with y'all, but to be as human and honest as possible, you don't feel like it. Like I could do so many other things. I could just lay in bed and just sleep. I could have did that all morning, but I got up and I chose to make a video this morning before we left out and post it. You know what I'm saying? About something that was urgent to my audience, that was urgent to my family. But you're not going to always feel like it. If you wait around for the perfect moment, if you wait around till the rainbows and the sunshine come out, I'm telling you, it's never going to happen. You have to forge through the storm and create your own sunshine, create your own rainbows. And sometimes you'll realize that the storm is a little more beautiful. It's a little more calming. It's a little more comforting.
It builds your character.
It builds your character. It sharpens you. You know what I'm saying? So when they building those blades, those samurai swords, whichever blade you want to talk about, do you know what happens to a blade? A blade is a block of metal.
Mm-hmm.
They put it through immense heat, and that heat softens it up. And they beat it, and they shape it, and they beat it, and they shape it, and then they stick it in the cold quench. If something is wrong with that blade, it cracks, right? So what do they have to do when it cracks? They stick it right back through that heat, beat it, and beat it, and beat it, and shape it, and beat it, and shape it, and cold quench it. If it don't crack, it's a good blade. You are the same way. You want strength, you want skills, you want all these things in life. You're not gonna get them from being comfortable. If you ask for strength, you're gonna get triumph. You're gonna get challenges because they're gonna build you. They're gonna desensitize you to certain things. And then when you get tested, if you break, you have to go back into the lab, build yourself back up. You're gonna get tested again. And until you keep going and move beyond that, you're gonna stay in the same place. If I wanna make a change in my life, then I make a change in my life. And I move past it, I change my habits. But you gotta keep going, because like you were saying, you never know what opportunity is gonna come for you. If I acted on the way I felt, and I sat around and I felt sorry for myself over the last 3 months, y'all probably wouldn't be seeing this video right now. I definitely wouldn't have a plaque on my wall right now. I definitely wouldn't be in the spirit that I'm in right now. I honestly feel bad for the part of me that thought I was gonna lay down and be depressed for 3 months because of a little heartbreak. I honestly feel bad for that guy, but I honestly don't, because he's dead, and he's been dead a long time ago. I told myself a long time ago that the way I went about things and the way I wallowed in my own self-pity and missed out on opportunities and this and that, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't want anybody to get on social media and compare themselves to anybody, but I can't help but notice people in real time on social media out there living their lives. And I don't compare myself in the sense of, oh my God, they're doing it and I'm not. I compare it in the way that they doing it so I can do it too. And if I put in the work, and if I stay consistent, and I keep like-minded, good individuals around me that help me, and it's in turn. You know what I'm saying? He watered my garden, I watered his garden. If he need weeds taken out of his garden, I'm the first one there. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta always keep going, always push through. It's always more beauty at the other side.
Think about it like this. You're in the gym, right? You ain't finna talk that weight out of being hard and heavy. That weight is gonna stay the same. You just get better in the situation. Life is always gonna come what it comes with, but it's all about if you get better. Nothing never changes with all that hardship and everything. You just get better in the situation. So as you lift that heavy weight, repetition, that's showing up every day.
Yep.
Doing them same hard tasks, doing them same hard challenges. Just everything in general. Like I said, you ain't finna say, hey, wait, can you please just go a little light on me today? No, this is gonna show up. Just be cool. Just chill for a minute for me right quick. Just let me get by and just do enough just to get by. No. You get under there and you lift. That weight is still gonna stay the same. But guess what? You get better.
You change.
Through the storm, through the rain, sleet, and snow. You do what you gotta do broke, you do what you gotta do sad, tired, glad, happy. No matter what. But doing never changes.
That's
Then when you reap
going.
that harvest of success, you're gonna be like, dang, I wish I kept going. Then when that success come in the mail, guess what motivation coming out of? Bro, I've been trying to catch you. Where have you been? Nah, where have you been? I've been doing. Motivation been way back there.
Yep.
Success came in the mail, you licking the living notes. Smell it, smell good, don't it? I know it smell good.
Money.
Yeah, success gonna always smell good. But
Always. Gotta build a home for it.
You gotta build that foundation, man, that constant repetition over time.
I'm telling you.
So yeah, man, just keep going, bro. You can do it, bro. My mindset wasn't in the mindset I was with this YouTube channel. I didn't. Now, I'm back. And I'm just glad to be a part of the tribe, man.
The tribe is welcoming to everyone. Am I right or am I right? You know what I mean?
They right around us right now.
Yeah, they right around. Look, we're around the campfire and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. What was the question? Let me refer to my notes.
The
Oh yeah.
tribe.
If you
could tell your 16-year-old self?
Oh, 16.
I'm not even gonna say one thing, just a brief message. If you he came in here like, hello older me, what do you got for me? What would you tell that guy?
Don't let people put doubt and fear in your mind.
And that's it. That moves mountains. Because literally everything I could really think about, it pertains to fear and doubt that people put in my mind and made me, and I'm sure you too, stop pursuing your dreams and kind of, it make me not even want to do nothing no more. Like, isn't it crazy how much power we give people? You can present your dreams and ideas to somebody, and they like, oh, you need to go get a real job, and it's like, man, I don't even want to do this no more.
Small-minded, man. You can't hang around small-minded people, bro.
You can't do it.
Small-minded people is not the way to be. You can't hang around.
It's not your crowd.
Facts, bro. It's not your crowd at all, man.
They can't fathom the things that you want to achieve. They can't possibly do it. Imagine a bird trying to teach a snake how to fly. I'm wiggling. It's not happening. It's not happening. And then when that bird turns around, guess what that snake gonna try to do to him? I done sat there and tried to teach you how to fly. You don't have wings. You crawling on your belly. But the moment I turn my back, you want to bite me?
Small-minded people can just think that we're just talking to a camera. No, we talking to the tribe, man. We talking to a community. We talking to a family right now.
And self at the same time.
Facts. We're talking to ourselves, man. We holding ourselves accountable. We're growing. We're getting 1% better right here.
Every day, every second.
They just, like, what are those weirdos doing? Oh, they're not doing anything. And then go home and go to sleep.
What are you doing for yourself?
What are you doing for yourself, man?
Right? Everybody want to talk about everybody, Y'all do this, y'all do that. It's easy this, it's easy that. Well, I got this life. What are you doing for yourself, though? It's not easy to get in front of here and do this day in and day out and stay consistent. But you choose to let your mind, and we're going to call a spade, your weak mindset, you allow it to be king every day. You crown the king every day. I'm just going to take second place to my mind and let my mind control me. Even though I control my mind, I'm going to control my mind to control me and make me live a poor life and then just blame everybody else for it. It's easy to play victim. Nobody want to get up and get burnt by that fire, but you control the fire. You can make it cook for you. You can make it fight for you. You can make it burn itself if you want to. But you choose to fall into that loop, man. But if I could go back and specifically tell myself a few things about when I was young, because I've got this question a lot too, and I wanted to give some insight on it for people who ask. But if I could go back and talk to my younger self, I would definitely say something along the lines of don't let people instill fear and doubt into you. Be yourself through and through. Never give up on what you love. Because I've been doing YouTube and making content for a long time, but I gave up a lot of times. And another one, which is very simple, is make money as soon as possible and save as much as possible. If I could have did it all over again, I probably would have quit football my sophomore year, got a job, created content, saved up a crazy amount of money. But at the same time, though, the way I am is because my experiences. So maybe if I could have had a job while juggling football and saving money and creating content, it would have been a lot. But man, after that last year of high school, when I pull up in the dream car for graduation, everybody like, how you do that? Because I'm me for a living. Imagine that feeling. But it's okay though, because I had to go through certain things and I had to learn certain things. So when I have my own child, he's gonna be a max level threat. He's gonna be a max level threat. He's gonna be a pianist, a guitarist at 4 years old. He's gonna know like 4 different languages. He's gonna be a very articulate guy. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be up the game, conversation skills, negotiating skills, amazing style, immaculate. I'm gonna make sure he's secure in who he is. Hair is he's gonna be slick. And then I'm like, look, my brother, you know what I'm saying? You're a successful young guy. You deserve whatever you want. You want to go in the future and get you one of these futuristic cars they got out now. We got cars levitating. Or do you want one of these classic muscle cars? Or do you want, I might not give him none of my cars. Maybe give him a little sentimental piece, but I love my cars. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure he's straight.
Facts.
And you know, he not gonna be spoiled to the point where he don't work for things and gain stuff. But I say all that to say, I wouldn't change my experiences at the same time. I would give myself hope and encouragement. But I'm glad I went through what I went through because it made me who I am. But it also gives me insight. So when I make my own little human, bro, he's gonna beat the game at like 6. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's just gonna be crazy. But kind of related to that, I know I have a whole mouthful to say about this, but we'll start with you. But a lot of us rush to grow up. A lot of us rush to get to certain points in our life. How has your perspective changed on the way you've seen certain things? Like for example, to clear things up, a lot of us like, man, I can't wait to get to high school, man. High school looks so fun. Everybody's so grown. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get to high school, you're like, this is high school? This is the stuff that people be telling their kids about with all these, where my high school glory stories. So about growing up, about getting to this point in your life, what kind of change, what perspective you change, if you can kind of grasp that?
So, like, what you mean? Like, talk about, you meaning like how was my perspective on like going through high school with things?
No, like that was just kind of example. So me personally, I wanted to grow up fast, just for the freedom to do this, to do that, and just just being a kid. You always look up to, like, if you hang around older people, you always want to be older. It's just a thing, especially when you're a kid because you're a very impressionable mind. But I wanted to grow up so fast. But now that I'm older, I reminisce about the old days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how did that change for you?
So my mind really wasn't fixated on growing up. It was just fixated on doing what I always wanted to do. See, before my high school years started, it's like I was just only focused on 1 year at a time. I wasn't worried about the next year or how I'm going to do this. Yes, I was excited. Yes, I used to watch Disney Channel and going to be like, wow, is this going to be like this? Is that high school? Is that how it's going to look?
God, victorious.
Yeah, victorious. Like that's the type of stuff I was interested in. So after I came out of my old identity, I developed a new identity. And once I developed a new identity, I was focused on the things. It's like I wasn't even focused on high school itself. I was just focused on how can I do this in high school? What can I do to work on myself, to leverage myself, so when I graduated, I already know what I wanted to do.
Yep.
I learned what I wanted to do in 9th grade. After I came from playing basketball, I said, nah. My brother had hit me. He was like, yo, you can do YouTube. And I was like, I can do YouTube. And that was really what my whole identity was around. I wasn't never in no mess. I wasn't never in no drama. No, nothing. I was just YouTube. Creative. Making logos for like the band and everything. Like just different things in general. I was just only focused on it. I wasn't worried about life after school. I wasn't worried about nothing. I say 12th grade, and that was really when I was worried about driving. Because I got my license at 17. I got my license at 17. But I was really just only worried about driving and stuff to go make YouTube videos. Opportunities. I wasn't worried about, time to do schoolwork. Okay, search this up on Google, get this done, turn it into the teacher. Okay, I'm ready to go home and edit videos. That's all I'm worried about doing, man. I wasn't worried about, I'm going to have to pay this, what car I'm going to get this, or I'm going to do this. No, I was just worried about coming home, watching YouTube videos, not trying to do homework, just locked in, man. So, and dressing up cool outfits as well. I like fashion.
Very stylish.
Being very stylish, you know what I'm saying? Public interviews, doing them things of that sort. I wasn't worried about, I got to go home and do homework. Oh, what kind of car am I going to get? I wasn't worried about prom. I wasn't worried about really having a girlfriend. Even though I had a girlfriend in high school, but it was just like,
after a while, that stuff just don't.
You just don't care about it once you focused on a certain thing, like, bro. And it's an honor to be around someone that's where I want to be, and we ain't gonna do nothing but just bounce.
That's all it is.
That's all we gonna do. That's
we
all
grow
it is.
And learn from each other.
And don't forget
day.
you. We all, you know what I'm saying. Don't forget. Don't forget you.
The whole tribe is on the rise. This is what we telling y'all. Y'all gonna witness this flower bloom. As if, you know what I'm saying, we've already both had success on these platforms. Before we even met, we used to text on Instagram. Literally, my first Instagram story I ever posted was me shouting out his YouTube channel.
I think that's hold on, let me go to the DM, bro.
Literally, the first story I ever posted was me shouting out his YouTube channel. And we used to go like
That was like in
subscriber,
2018.
Yeah, a long time ago. Crazy.
Let's see. That was like 2018.
Yep, because I was going through my archives on Instagram looking at my stories.
Yeah.
And that was the first one. But we used to, you know what I'm saying, go subscriber for subscriber. We both had TikTok. We both just been on a, you know what I'm saying, a content creation chase. We watch most of the same people. And, you know, once we finally met, it was just like butter. But me growing up, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It goes back to a story y'all know very well. But I wanted to grow up so fast because my mind, I was a hypersexual child. Introduced to that thing, you know what I'm saying, very early. And I wanted to grow up to do some dancing without the pants. I'm so serious. Like I used to just sit in the back of the car. I remember this like it was yesterday. Over 10 years ago, riding by the police station. It was like 10 o'clock at night. We sitting under the red light, and I'm just sitting there like, man, I can't wait to get older so I could just do this and do that with girls. Like, grown people so lucky. I wonder how it feels. Like, I'm just going through. I swear, bro. I swear, my mind was hyperly sexual. So, as I got older, with
Being curious, you were being curious.
Yeah, I was very curious. And, you know, my mind was poisoned by these things. And it wasn't to the point where that was the only thing I thought about, but that was one of those things. But it kind of made me miss out, not necessarily on experiences, because I could talk all day about my childhood, but it made me miss out on innocence. It made me miss out on the element of adolescence. And it kind of made me miss out on the appreciation for the lack of responsibility, the lack of being in an adult world, because they don't really teach you about it. Like, I swear to you, bro, when you get out there in the adult world and you really start doing this, it's like you spend $100 every day for no reason. You go get gas, you get something food. You're like, what the heck? When did I spend $100? It's like all I got was gas. That was $40. Then I got groceries. That was $30. And then you're like, oh, damn. And then your phone bill coming. You're like, well, goddamn. Your check coming. Then you got your insurance. You're like, oh, my God, bro. I see why they said save for a rainy day. I see why people say get a job. You know what I'm saying? So it made me miss out on things like that. But I always had a good head on my shoulders. I always knew what I wanted to do. I just had, you know, struggles with dealing with certain things. But in the long run, through it all, I would say that I always had my mind made up on me just being myself. And I enjoyed my life. I love all my experiences. And once I went into my lowest of lowest times, which was my junior year of high school, I had tore a muscle on my hip, and I was like, I'm sitting there debating. I'm like, man, I probably won't ever play football again. So my outlet for feeling bad was movement. I have a bad day at school. I ain't talking to nobody. I'm going to football practice. I'm about to break everybody's ankles today. And that's what I would do. That's how I would let my pain off. Every route I run, I'm breaking ankles.
Transmuting into something.
You know what I'm saying? Transmuting positive outlets, lifting weights, things like that, running, walking. I used to listen to Lil Uzi. I'd go outside. It'll be 10 o'clock at night. I'm listening to Lil Uzi. It's, you know what I'm saying, the night out, stars, I'm just listening to music, I'm just vibing. My outlet was movement, though. When I got hurt, I couldn't move. Hold on. My mom's calling. Hello? I forgot about it. I'm recording a video right now, though. All right, I can download it real quick if you need it. Yes, ma'am. All right. But what was I saying?
You say you transmuting to positive.
Positive. So yeah, going through the lowest times in my life, I'm laying down in bed like, all right, well I feel bad. I'm gonna just go outside and run routes. And then when I would move, when I moved any part of my body, my leg would just be like, where you going, buddy? And that killed me, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just laid there like, damn, I could barely walk. They were supposed to get me crutches. It took them 3 weeks to get me crutches. So I was like going around school, hobbling on one leg, the other one dragging. And you know like how a door closed and it got that metal at the bottom that lock it? My foot would get caught in that sometime. And it would, I'm talking, and the pain, it would shoot down the whole left side of my body. It was like the pain would go down to my toe and then go up the side of my head, even hit my eye. Like, it painful. It felt like somebody took a hot knife in my leg and just twisted it. And I ain't talking about no big knife. I'm talking about a teeny tiny little knife. So like a fine, like you know how it is when something real small and fine sticks you. It's not like a a big hand or something. It's like real. It hurts. It's a very fine pain. So I went through that, and I'm like, damn, man, like, I'm really handicapped right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I'm seeing people run routes and play football, doing something I've been doing since I was 3-4 years old. So that beat me up pretty bad. And then I'm facing the reality of I might not be able to play football again. I'm like, well, what do I like? My biggest dream, like my dream life growing up, was playing football in the NFL and being an actor in the off season. And I was inspired to do that by Home Alone. I seen that, the main character from Home Alone was a child. I'm like, I could do that too. And I see him setting traps and stuff like that. I was inspired by that. So that's where the idea of me wanting to be an actor came from. And then I was watching TikTok one day and I came across people doing like lip syncing videos from famous TV shows, movies, and things like that. They was doing kind of skits and sketches. And I was like, I could do some of this stuff. So I started.
Go tell them about that TikTok run.
Yeah,
Bro, 100K in less than a year.
100K in less than a year on TikTok. I was posting every day, streaming every day, 5 hours plus.
That's
while
how we
having a
started back.
job.
Because
Yep.
I came across TikTok and I seen you on live. I was like, dang, I ain't know.
Yep. So went on a TikTok run, man, and it all came from being in the worst of worst. So it just goes to show you the biggest successes I have made in creating and being who I am came from my lowest of lowest times.
Because it get worse before it gets
It
better.
gets worse before it gets better. I didn't feel motivated to do those things when I was happy and jolly.
No motivation.
You know what I'm saying? And now I feel better about things, but it, like he said, when you abandon motivation and you go off by simply getting things done, motivation gonna creep up there. You know that check coming in the mail today, don't you? Success is right around the corner. You know what I mean? So you gotta make the enemy, which is also your greatest friend, which is your mind, work for you and not against you. And you'll achieve whatever you want to achieve. So it's all about what you choose. So
Choose your heart.
exactly. So next question, and I'm gonna download this app for my mama too.
Okay.
But the next question is, what was the hardest pill you had to swallow? What was the truth that you had to face? And it could be throughout your whole life. It could be recently. What was one of those things you had to realize, like, damn, but it is what it is?
I had to really lock in and understand that if I don't stay consistent or disciplined in what I want to do, I'm going to end up like everybody else. And when you sit there with them thoughts that you have when you're in the shower, when you're using the bathroom, when you're in your room alone, and you just sit there and think like, dang, if I don't have these certain habits, I'm going to end up like this. If I don't really lock in right now, I'm going to be on my deathbed wishing I could have had more time. Dang, somebody's eventually going to do what God's been calling me to do.
Somebody gonna eventually take your space.
Somebody really going to take, because it got to happen. If it don't happen for you, it's going to happen for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And what's for you is for you. But it's only if you go out there and get it, man.
Absolutely.
Like, it could be a car waiting for you at the dealership, but if you don't do what you're supposed to do, that's going to be somebody else's.
Somebody gonna come get it.
When I got my car and I made that thought, shout out to my brother Jordan, when he gave me the insight and the motivation to go and just, even though I had a 769 credit score, I'm like, dang, am I actually going to get it? When I walked up to that car said ready to go. Ready to go sticker on the window, ready to go, in the paint and everything. And it's like, wow, after all these cars being made every year, every day, that one car on the side said ready to go.
It was time to go, wasn't it?
But if I would have never did it that day, it would have never been mine, because the dealer said it was going to be gone tomorrow.
And guess what happened, guys?
We did it today. There is no tomorrow. Make the most of your day right now.
Y'all do realize that though, like not even on a motivational level. There's no such thing as tomorrow. What you know is tomorrow, right? Which is the next day. When you wake up tomorrow, is it today or is it tomorrow? There's no such thing as yesterday. Yesterday was today, but just hours ago. You're always here. You're always in the present. So just like he did, he took advantage of the opportunity that was at stake. The person who was supposed to get that car the next day, the day after he got it, they got something else because he seized the opportunity.
Today.
So what are you going to do today to change your life? And what are you going to do, in the future to continue to change your life? You have to make every day count instead of counting the days. Like I see all the comments about people, they getting on semen retention and they doing all these things and they, oh bro, I'm 2 days free, I'm 4 days free.
Yeah.
You're no days free. That's not a part of your identity anymore.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you, oh, I'm 20 years sober of drinking alcohol or from alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. It's not a part of my identity. So there's no need for me to count the days. I make every day count by not indulging in these things. I make every day count by putting my all into my passions and the things that I love to do. And I don't need motivation. I don't need any tips and tricks. It's just about doing things. It's just about getting things done and just swallowing that pill. Like, look, if I don't do this, nothing is gonna happen. And to tie in with that, one of the hardest pills that I had to swallow, or maybe two of them, I'm gonna tie them in together, is one, you cannot make a person understand anything if they don't want to.
Right, that's another thing I was gonna say.
You
too.
can't.
Facts.
And number two, you cannot rely on anyone to believe in you the way you believe in you or the way you feel needed, right?
Right.
It's not gonna happen. When you find like-minded individuals, that's a beautiful thing. But when you alone, when it really counts the most, when you have to depend on yourself and you look for those people, just a regular person, like, look, yo, this is my YouTube, and Mom, I made 3,000 videos today. Well, how much money you make from that? If you ain't making no money from it, then you're a failure. And it's like, you're not even hearing me though. I made 3,000 videos. But look, my friend, to sum that point up, one of the hardest pills you will have to swallow in life is that it is nobody's job to believe in you. Nobody is obligated to believe in you. That's just the way it is.
Right.
But that's why you have to love self. That is why you have to take care of self. A lot of the things that people don't talk about, and one of the reasons why I think self-improvement in most cases is a scam, is because they don't teach you the important thing. It's all about self. Let me tell you something. People ask me, Shimon, give me a roadmap to what you did to get your life from rock bottom. All right. Let's say I'm in a cage, right? And this is the cage of torment. This is the cage of a bad life. And I say, well, in order for me to get out, I took a right turn. I took 10 miles up north, and then I went left, and then I went in a roundabout, and then I ran as fast as I could, and then I rolled down the hill, and then I made it out. All right, let's say that was my roadmap. Now let's say your pit is a hole, and I tell you, go north for 10 miles. Boom, you run into a wall. Shimon, why didn't your advice help? Because you were supposed to climb up. Our situations are not different. I am not you. You are not me. What works for me may not work for you. All I can do is provide my experience, provide general information and things that I think that may help you, but most importantly, may inspire you to take your own journey. You always have to reflect on self.
And don't quit.
Just quit.
Just
That's
find a different
all it
approach.
is.
Just find a different approach.
If you went forward and you made no progress, go backwards. If you go backwards and you make no progress, go to the right, go to the left. And if that fails you, you already know. All you got to do is go up. It's all about you at the end of the day.
Right.
Whether you see it that way or not, it's all about you, your dreams, your aspirations, the love, the compassion, relationships. It's all about you. Once you take care of self, once you master self, then that's when you can worry about other stuff. Because if you don't, you're always going to fail. You're going to always go back to that pit, man. And as we know, it ain't fun. It ain't fun, man.
But it's all about how you respond to it after you get in that pit.
Absolutely, all about how you respond. So let me see. I got another question. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here.
And
Ooh.
chase your goals now, man. Don't even chase and align with it. Make success. Success is looking for a place to stay. Success is looking. Success is looking for a place to stay. You have to make a home for it. Don't tomorrow yourself to your grave, man. Start today. Take action. Next question.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow, right? No, you're not. Do it today. Next question. This is like a three-way thing, and we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
What's the worst piece of advice you ever got?
Ooh, the worst piece of advice to go. Okay, when I already have a skill, and
Oh snap, guys! I'm Bruce Lee without even trying.
you gonna keep that in?
Heck yeah, I'm keeping that in. They get to see all of that. So anyway.
So the worst advice I got, I'm not even gonna cap to you, and this is in no way, shape, or form I'm downing it or anything. Basically, I'm saying, okay, when I already had a skill, I already know what I wanted to do. I already had everything figured out that I wanted to do.
Lucrative too.
Yeah, money, all that stuff. I was set. By going to a community college, putting everything that I worked hard for, putting that on the back burner, giving all that up to do something that I don't like.
Go to school. Even if it's just community college.
It don't have to be
that stuff you doing, leave that alone.
So I have a story that I can tell right quick. So,
Absolutely.
So when I was getting ready to graduate school, right? And beforehand, it was this teacher came out of my classroom and asked me a question about music and stuff. And he wanted to know how to convert music to a laptop, right? That was one of my talents I knew how to do because I'm good with computers, right? So he asked me what I was doing after high school. After he done took my time out of my class,
Use your skills.
I converted everything to his phone, and I did everything. Something that he didn't know how to do, that I didn't have to go to school to do, or search up a YouTube video. Once you on computers, and once you locked in, you locked in.
Yep.
That's a part of you. So he asked me, he was like, what am I doing after school? I said, I'm gonna follow my dreams of being a YouTuber. And he was like, no. His face started wrinkling up, making his ugliest face. I said, I want to be one of the biggest content creators of the world. I have the tweet in my notes. I got the whole tweet and everything. He said his face just got this ugly, wrinkled face. He was like, no, you don't got to go to a university. It ain't got to be a 4-year. It could be a 2-year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, I want to grind. I want to be what I want to be. But he was like, man, no, man, you can't do that. You can't do that. And in my head, I'm like, who are you that already lived your life? Your life. And just because you ain't got no hope and you ain't got no hope in yourself, why I can't have a hope and faith in myself that I'm going to live out to do what I want to do? Then, when months down the line, when I got my car off my skills, that's your car over there? Yep, that's my car. Yep. No cosigner, no nothing.
How you get that?
How you get that? What you do? See, and when you graduated school, don't give them your whole description of how you or what you want to do and how you're going to take this approach. Just say you're going straight to work. Let them think you're going to this and this. Let them think whatever they think until
That's acceptable, guys.
Come back with the results, man. Don't talk. Just come back with the results.
That's acceptable, and it'll make you more at peace too. Because when I was working my first side hustle, I'd be pushing out groceries, right? And somebody would come through. They'd be like, man, what you going to do with your life? I'm like, oh, I want to move to LA and be an actor. Be an actor?
What's out there? What's in LA?
That's hard. It was always something. The rare few people, I've actually met a few people too. This is why I'm going to argue this point in like 4 different ways. But the reason why I say don't tell people about things because there's always going to be something negative to say, and it's always going to subconsciously make you doubt
And
yourself.
try to shift your energy.
So what I used to do is a lot of people say, I'm gonna just work for a little bit. They be like, oh, that's it, young man. That's what you do right there. Slave yourself and make that little chump change and never follow your
when
dream.
you're 60, then you can finally go
Exactly.
go do whatever you want to do.
When you're 70, you retire in your life, you enjoy the rest of your little life, right? They say those things, right? And then, you know, some people I will actually tell, once you deal with certain people, you know who has their aura. I actually met a man, I was like, yeah, man, I want to be active. He was like, oh, bro, I'm from LA. I moved down here for the fair. When you come back to LA, you always have a place to stay. Like, I made connections like that because I owned who I was and I was always myself. But you always going to run into those small-minded people who don't see your dreams for what they are. And it's because they didn't live their life the way they wanted to. If someone opposes an idea that you have, an aspiration that you have, it is only because they did not live their life to their fullest. You could tell me you want to be a trash truck driver. I'm going to be like, my dog, all power to you. I appreciate you for doing that. You know what I'm saying? If that's what makes you happy, I salute to you. I'm
Right.
not going to put down on you. If you tell me you want to be the first man to build a planet, hey, my brother, can I come? You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna put down on you because of my fears, because of my own doubts. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I want to do. If I wanted to build a planet, hey, Planet Mun on the way. You know what I'm saying? But just don't listen to people who aren't in the situations that you want to be in, and they speaking from a negative place.
Right.
Because a lot of people will say they wouldn't take advice from people that are not in situations that they're in, but I beg to differ. A crackhead might come up to you and say, young man, stay away from drugs. They will ruin your life. So just because he's not a businessman, does that mean you're not going to listen to him? Hell no. You better listen to him because he's speaking from experience. But when somebody is speaking from fear and a doubt mind and a worm brain, as I like to call it, don't listen to that crap.
Don't listen to it, man.
Don't listen to it.
You gotta grind and go so far that you don't even hear them no more.
Exactly.
When they doubting you, grind and go so far
But guess what,
that
though?
you can't hear them no more.
Guess what, though? Everybody who didn't believe in you, everybody who side-eyed you, everybody who looked at your story and didn't say nothing when you was promoting your small business and all this and that, when you make it, bro, I knew him. Oh, bro, I always believed in you,
They're gonna
bro.
try to come for that two-step verification.
Yo, bro, can I,
It's gonna be too late.
can I, bro, you can shout me out. Really? No. Good luck, though. Good luck. You can do it. I believe in you, buddy. Right? It is what it is. So, you know, we'll end it with the positive note. What's the best piece of advice you ever got?
I mean, I ain't really got advice from really nobody.
It could also be a message you've seen, too.
A message I seen? Okay,
Yeah.
dang.
Because I know David Goggins be laying that, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go in your mind and really figure out who you wanna be and figure out yourself and go to war with the man in the mirror every day. Don't run from your problems. You gotta go in that dungeon and come out a beast, bro.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Gots to, man.
I'm asking him to make a change. Y'all, bro, I'm
Starts
telling you,
with
Michael
yourself.
Jackson would. He literally said, "If you want to make the world
a better place,
take a look at yourself and make a
change."
You know what I'm saying? So it starts with you. But one of the best pieces of advice I got, and I'm gonna spin this to a quote I seen too. But my grandpa, he always tells stories, and he said, you know, I think his grandpa told him was like, young man, while you're young, do all you can, experience all you can, because it's gonna come a day where you can't, and you don't want to be laying there wishing that you did. And to further that point, Denzel Washington spoke about it. A few people, David Goggins even speak about it, like making it to the gates of heaven and God saying, "Look at this guy." You're like, "Who is that?" It's like, this is who you could have been, but you chose to be that. Now, you know, go ahead. I couldn't imagine being on my deathbed, being surrounded by my dreams, saying, "Hey, Shimon, you getting ready to go to the grave? We coming with you, because you didn't do nothing with us. Life sucked."
You took them bad habits.
Ooh,
And-
I'm scared of
and-
that.
and you took everything of that with you, but Now you ain't get the chance to live who you really wanted to be. You glorify those bad habits, stayed disciplined to the wrong things,
Yep.
gave in to the wrong things, stayed around those same small-minded people.
Yep.
Now you gotta live with that, man. You don't want to live with that, bro.
You lived with it and now you dying with it.
Say this today is gonna be the day that you change. Whether it's some small thing, because some small things add up to big
They
things,
add up, man. Cleaning your room, bro. I'm telling you,
That is an architect of your mind.
bro.
You gotta, if your room dirty, your mind is dirty.
The state of your bed is the state of your head. Every day you get up, make your bed. That is a win right there. Right there, that
Setting
is
the
a win.
tone already.
Setting the tone already. You have accomplished something, right? But when you clean that room up, man, it just does something for your brain because, you know, it's your layer, right? And your layer is here too. If you have a messy room, your mind's gonna be messy. Every time you step over that pile of clothes, you're stepping over a pile of clothes, and eventually there's gonna be a block, and you can be like, damn. You know how it is when you first clean your room, and then that one sock get on the ground. You're like, oh hell no. But then you get comfortable, and that one sock turns into a pair of pants. Then it turns into a pants and a shirt. Then it turns into a pile of clothes. Then you got clothes here, stuff here, and then weeks later you like, God dang, I gotta clean my room. I'm so overwhelmed by all this junk. Same thing with your mind. If every day you take the courage and you take the action to maintain your mind day by day by day, you won't get overwhelmed. But when you let things pile up, they overwhelm you because it is far too much.
If you keep them same pack rat habits that led to that dirty room, you're always gonna have a dirty room.
Always.
So change your habits, change the system, and keep the same system so you can always keep a clean room. So your mind can always be clear and clean,
Yep.
and you will never have to worry about, okay, boom, something drop on the floor, I'm finna put it right back where it belongs so it won't add up.
Exactly. And I'm not saying life is perfect, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I find it very hard to be mentally impaired in a clean environment. Like when I clean my room, it's hard to lay there and like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I feel like my worst is clothes over there. You know what I'm saying? I done took out like 3 or 4 jackets and they laying down. It's like I just lay in my bed not made. But when my bed is made, it's like I don't even want to touch that.
Right.
It's like I'm not, hold
Get
on.
up and do
You know what I'm saying?
something,
Let me
man.
get up and do something.
Facts.
So
Record
you
like
know,
15 videos right quick.
Exactly. Got the background looking good. It just does something for you. So it's so many ways you can improve your life. There's so many steps you can take. It's just all about you, man. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the video with a message to the world. What is your message for the people? What is your message to the world?
So Tribe, as it being my first thing on the channel, man, I appreciate you for having me. And my message for today is become so out of them small-minded people league. Become so fixated of just become so focused on self-improvement and bettering yourselves, going so far that you can't hit them no more, getting out of that league. So when you look back and you at the top of the tower and they on that same floor, still dealing with the same habits, still dealing with the same problems, still arguing, still fighting and fussing, still not when you want to be financially, spiritually, mentally, when you way up there with that breath of fresh air with them shades on, getting a tan in the head like this, you're gonna be like, dang. Look at me trying to be deep, bro. I'm trying to be deep.
TikTok clip.
I'm trying to be deep. Man, hey, man. Keep God in your life, man. Stay on your grind every single day. Get systems, follow them systems, forget the goal. Don't put a time limit on it. Just don't count the days, make
Get
the days
lost in
count.
the sauce, baby.
Keep grinding, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. If you want to check out the channel, man, go check out the channel, man. I just recorded another banger with my boy, my brother. Hey, man, we going up to the moon, bro. Bro, hey, I already got the plat. Like
YouTube just late.
it's just late, man.
Everything we want in life. Life is just late.
Man, let me know what y'all think about me in the comments, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Only way is up, bro.
Well, like you said, man. Go ahead, y'all can give a little review of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Once again, introducing my brother, Jaylin Jenkins. First of many videos we'll be doing together. You know what I'm saying? We'll be traveling the world together, going up on this journey together, and things of that nature.
Oh,
But,
yeah. Oh, yeah. And one more thing, if you don't know about my channel, I made like self-improvement videos as well. of laws and challenges, like in self-improvement ways and like bettering yourself, like cleaning your room, the best hygiene and everything. So if you want to go tap in with me, hey man, tap in with
Y'all
me,
know
dog.
what to do, man.
Y'all know what to do, man. Go
The
check out
family, man. Yeah, it's mandatory that us tribe members support our tribe members. And I'm gonna tell y'all something too. With my new channel that I'm growing, as well as his, when they get to a certain milestone, I'm not gonna disclose it, but there is going to be a special giveaway. I'm gonna put those names into a random generator, and I got a giveaway for somebody out there.
So what's the rules they gotta follow?
I said, your channel, my second channel, they have to reach a certain threshold of supporters, and we're not going to necessarily say engagement because that's too vague. But once they hit a certain number, and it's not going to be too crazy and too far out there. So basically, I'm encouraging as many people as possible to tap in with his channel and my second one, because there's a big project coming up. When they get to that certain point, that giveaway is coming. The closer we get to that goal, the more hints I will drop. So y'all get ready. And you know, I always appreciate y'all. I always love y'all. I always love speaking to y'all. And man, it's gonna be a movie.
Only
It
way
already
is up.
is.
Only way is up, bro.
Only way, man. So look, man. Y'all get like 15 push-ups in. You know what I'm saying? Tribe is on the rise. It's the first minute. I'll see y'all. Yeah, my eye burning. See you.